A federal judge allowed an accused Capitol insurrectionist to go on vacation after agreeing with court conditions. So now one of the conditions, of course, is surrendering her firearms, which is smart, to her family member. U.S. Magistrate Judge Zia M. Faruqui released a woman, Pauline Bauer, who was an accused Capitol insurrectionist, on her own recognizance, according to a report by Matthew Russell Lee of the Inner City Press. Now, what's messed up about this is that Bauer had actually been previously held in contempt of court by the same judge previously. So, okay, wait a minute. So, this person, Ms. Bauer, is a sovereign citizen, and she was at the Capitol. And so she's got charges against her on that, and doesn't even believe in the court system that she is currently in. Nonetheless, apparently she gets to go on vacation. Yeah. And so a court document filed on Tuesday, recounted Bauer's Monday appearance before Judge Faruqui, says the document noted that Bauer claimed that she was making a, quote, divine special appearance before the court. So that's basically her way of saying, I really didn't want to stay in jail. I want to go on my vacay. So I'm going to make a, quote unquote, divine special appearance. God told me to do so. Well, of course, God is the only authority I listen to on the fact that I really want to go on my July 4th cookout. She said, as a free living soul and a woman. She cited several passages from religious scripture as the basis for her statements. Ms. Bauer also sought to read the document into the record. The court accepted the document, indicating that it would enter into the record, but rejected her request that she be allowed to read the 37-page document during the hearing, which apparently was just her rambling on about God, Jesus, the Constitution, and all that stuff. Okay. Fun. What a Fruit Loop. After spending a night in jail, Bauer again appeared before Faruqui on Tuesday. The judge ruled that Bauer could be released on personal recognizance after she verbally agreed to the court's conditions, the court that she doesn't believe in, which included, again, turning firearms over to her sister and checking in with the court. She also said she would be allowed to, the judge also said that Bauer would be allowed to drive to Mount Rushmore on July 4th for a family vacation. Fun. I mean, sure, this was a person that threatened to hang Nancy Pelosi, also invaded the Capitol building on January 6th to help overturn a lawful election. Yeah, let's go ahead and let her celebrate her independence day with her family. Cook a little trees and burgers, little trees and brats. Because that's what it is. Again, sovereign citizen, she doesn't believe the legitimacy of the government of the United States. I mean, how does that even make any sense? Again, sovereign citizen, okay? And so she doesn't think the rules apply to her at all. So now here's some of the trial conversation just to show, what she was talking about, what she's like. The judge had said the conditions would be to turn in your firearms until your court case is over. You have Second Amendment rights. If you say you will comply, I will release you. So she's getting a pretty good deal here, okay? And her response was, I am one of God's creations. Okay, but what does that have to do with anything? The judge also noted that I understand you don't accept the jurisdiction of the court. I don't agree with you, but I see you're trying to work with me. Now, imagine again a member of Antifa, okay, in front of the court. Do you think that somebody, or Black Lives Matter, for example, you think they would be treated like that? Hell no. It would never happen. Never happen. But of course, if you invade the Capitol as a far right-winger and you're white, well, as long as you promise not to grab your closest gun, you can go and have a vacation. Again, make them trees and burgers. Well, again, if she doesn't believe in following the rules of the government or the legitimacy of the court, what's to prevent her from going and grabbing her gun? and doing whatever she wants on her little vacation. You think they're going to watch her? No, of course not. But I understand that this is how personal recognizance works, that you promise to follow the instructions of the court until you come back for your trial, and all that stuff. I just don't feel like you should be trusting this person. It sort of feels like there are certain judges, and I'm not a judge. I'm not in that position, obviously. But it seems like some of them are really bending over backwards to allow some of these people to go on vacations. The one lady who ended up having a vacation in Mexico, being able to go across the border in Mexico, even though she was involved in the January 6th Capitol insurrection. Why? Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because, and I don't know the specific judge, to be fair. I mean, the judiciary has been taken over a lot by the right wing, but man, maybe this is an example of it. Maybe if it isn't, maybe it's just a lawyer, or I'm sorry, not a lawyer, but a judge being super, super fair and saying, look, I understand this person. We got to follow the law. We got to follow the Constitution. We got to give this person, we got to be fair to this person. And that they agree, with all these rules, then of course I'm going to let him go. But again, and not to call this judge specifically out, but like, I wonder how many people who don't happen to be white right-wingers get denied these opportunities and get put and kept in prison. And so there is that disparity. And again, not to call that one person out, that one judge out and say, oh, you're guilty of all the rest of the judges who, would not, give the same kind of deal to somebody who's black or Antifa or BLM or anything like that. But it just seems, I don't know, maybe I'm just unfair. And maybe I just think that because what this person did tried to overturn, help overturn a legitimate election, I just think, fuck around and find out. You fucked around, you're going to find out. Maybe that's just me. That's just my 2 cents. And maybe I'm a little too harsh on these people, but that's just how I feel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.